Hello and welcome to episode 2 of One Credit Classics. First things first, massive shout out to everybody who got behind me and supported with the good feedback from the first episode. Really, the Wrestlefest. It's been it's been absolutely amazing. Today, as you can see, we're gonna have a run through Golden Axe, Sega's classic from May 1989, designed by a guy called Makoto Uchida, who went on to do Alter Beast as well. This was like the height really of Sega's kind of arcade powers in a lot of respects. The late 80s kind of rush. Every arcade you went to would either have an original machine or a repackaged one, and it's testament to how proud Sega were of those games and how much they realised that they were good, that they ported them very, very quickly to the home consoles. May 89 this came out, and it was on the Mega Drive Genesis as early as November 89, so I mean a quick kind of turnaround. Use the term arcade perfect in terms of conversions, wasn't quite, but the Mega Drive version did actually have a bit of bonus content. There was an extra level after the last level. The whole game itself, it's of a time in a lot of respects. It capitalizes on that whole Conan the Barbarian kind of swords and shields, kind of Dungeons and Dragons thing, really. 3 different characters you can be, all with different abilities, different magics. A guy called Axe Battler, barbarian type with a sword, who looks a bit like Chael Sonnen. Actually, you'll probably see that when I do the actual thing, but facially he looks almost exactly like him. A lady called Tyrus Flair, who's got the best magic, and a dwarf called Gilius Thunderhead, who has an axe as opposed to the other two who have swords. It is one of my favourites, and really at the centre of kind of my, I hate using the word journey when I'm not talking about the band Journey, but my kind of journey really into playing arcades. I always remember there's an arcade not far from me, and my dad used to take me when I was about 9 or 10. We'd walk down a town and they had a Golden Axe machine, and I always used to play that because it was my favourite one. Before we get started with it, just once again a few shouts to people. Thanks very much to everybody who's commented and got involved with the Facebook page and the channel in general. If you are watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button. That'd be quality, because there's going to be a lot of videos coming out. Shout outs to Games You Loved, who gave me a shout on their Twitter account, which is awesome, at Games You Loved on Twitter. And big shouts to everybody who commented on the videos. The Bammer account run by the capable Matt Bourne, Howie B, Chris Lewis, my boy Callum T. Stannard, Rob M2092, and MMA journalist extraordinaire Simon Ed. And a special shout out to my good friend Cutman Sheldon, who actually, that sounds like he's some kind of East End gangster. He's not really. He stops people bleeding, he doesn't start it. It's a long story. But yeah, I am going to have a crack at Golden Axe. 1 credit, as is the norm around here. So without further ado, let's get started. I won't be playing as Chael Sonnen this time. I'm going to go for Gilius Thunderhead, everybody's favourite dwarf. Gilius really good on this. All his attacks do more damage than everybody else's, because obviously he's got an axe, not a sword, and like it's a trade-off really, because his magic isn't much good, but it really doesn't matter in a lot of respects because he can hit a lot harder, and all the speed clears you see with this guy. His backwards move as well, which is jump and attack at the same time, as you can see, is really good. I've got to get the range right with it though. Interestingly enough, with Golden Axe as well, one of the first games they started using sampling, like video sampling. When this guy dies, the noises from Rambo, and you'll see it next time I hit him. So listen, that is it's the noise when Mitch gets thingied in that forest when Rambo cuts the back of his leg out with that big knife. Harsh really, because Mitch was always really sound to him. The ginger one in the police station. There's another bit from Rambo now actually, where Gort falls out the helicopter. Right, so I'll get the chicken leg thing. Oh, try not to get hit by old Xena Warrior Princess. There we go. Nice. I don't know. Force of Habit was so many Axe Battler clears where you have to collect all the stuff to get all the magic, but I'm alright here. That is better, right. Oh, hey up. Mitch again. Try and get a couple of cheap shots on these while they're not really watching. Oh, and then here's the difference with Axe Battler. Like when you use Axe Battler's magic, it's a barbarian kid. Everybody dies here, but these two will take a couple more hits. So you've got to try and just get a few good shots in. it is tough with them, because the problem with them is like they hit you. They've got all their attacks do a minimum of 1 damage, and that's the problem, because like on a 1 credit clear like this, as opposed to most arcade games, you've only actually got 1. You've only actually got 2 lives, not 3. Used to 2 on your meter equaling 3, so you get 2, 1, and then when it says 0, you get an extra life. But nah, not on this one, which is annoying. Well, that's why it's so hard, to be honest. But down here a little bit. Nice. Okay, let's get this guy. Should be 2 here, 1 from either side. If I can lure him out. Oh, never mind. Dead. Right. Now this bit, if you can time it right, you can get the jumping the jumping spike attack in, which does like twice as much damage as everything else. But the problem is, well, not the problem, but they've changed the AI for this version, because this is a set 2 machine. So they'll move, like on the original one, it was quality, because you could literally just do that jumping spike, and they'd just stand there and look up at you, and then wondered why they were bleeding to death. But yeah, more Amazons. Controversial. Set the hostage taker on fire. That woman's probably got either 3rd-degree burns or post-traumatic stress disorder now. Right, a few more Amazons. To quote Dwight Schrute, Amazons. Nice. Skeleton now. You get even more so with him. His magic's so expandable. It's worth just using it as soon as you get top, really. And it's worth using it against Skeleton simply because they've got loads of attacks that can just kind of catch you off and cost you a bit of energy. They've got a jumping spike attack like you as the character's got that does 2 damage. So I mean, if you're talking about the fact you've only got 6 damage to take the whole game, then yeah, it's a bit of an ask at that point. Onwards. Oh god, that was close. Nice. This dragon, obviously the red one, just the best one in the entire game. It only features in this level. Not hard to see why, really, because it's a bit of a game breaker in a lot of respects. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Right. Get this little. I can't even speak. Get this little customer. Stresses and strains of trying to one credit golden axe. Right. That was close. Very close. Right. A bit too close, really. So run through here, spawn in, get back to the bottom. You should be able to line him up. He'll stay here. On about the 3rd one, another one will come out. And he'll try to get down to the bottom, but his mate's already there, so he won't. And then he'll get stuck there. So you can run to this side. And then you can just fireball him to death as well. The humanity. Right, ignore them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this group of guys here just before the night comes down. Night will come down. And then what I'll do is I'll go to this side of the screen and I'll try and kill the knight as quickly as possible. Not bothered about magic so much. There we are. Because magic really isn't as much of a priority as him. It's nice to get a couple, don't get me wrong, but it's not like when you play as Tyrus, like your entire games are built around that massive big dragon summon attack. I need to get this dude to the top. But once again, like I say, it's not the end of the world, you see, if you don't get it, and that's worked out quite well, actually, someone full health and full magic. For the Fiend's Path, look at that map gone the wrong way blatantly. Do you know what I mean? The most blokey thing, and just admit it, just go back, do you know what I mean? But no, I'm sure it's this way. If only I had a sat-nav with dynamic routing. There's Mitch dead again. I'll stand up here on the top. I'll lure one of these up here, see if I can get... There we go. What I should be able to do here. With him, you've got to jump because of the way his attack goes. It goes more across, whereas with a barbarian, what you can do is you can just you've got kind of an upwards kind of sword attack, so you can kind of slash him to death in the ankles, which is pretty brutal. But hey, he'd have done it to me. Right. Get down to the bottom here, lure the skeleton out. Nice, that's him done. Nice, try and get this. Takes about 4 charges to kill the skeleton. It's worth doing it kind of cheaply. Because the problem is, like I say, there's just no margin for error with these. Try and move up a little bit so he has to walk diagonally. Because what you'll find if you walk straight as and there's a big gap between you, you'll do that jumping spike attack, which absolutely wounds. See, I don't really need this. Might try and wait till he jumps up. Is he going to jump again? Nah, there's no point. Right, next guy. Same again. This might take a little longer because these grey ones are notoriously hard to kill. There you go. So he's going to jump up now. Nice. That was the result. 2 of the macemen now. So I'll try and pull one of them, see if he'll run off. Now here's the thing. That's the one. That's a glitch sometimes. You'll find that he'll do like a shoulder block. What about range was getting that right? Happy with that. Now, one of these and 2 skeletons. Wait for the other skeleton to spawn. Full magic should kill all these. Oh, nearly. That's him dead anyway. The other thing with the skeletons is that they're quite fast as well. Nice, that worked out well. The way it works is if you get hit by a skeleton, even if it's once, the next time they approach you, they won't attack straight away. So if you do that, what you're best doing is taking advantage of well, the free shots really, and going in for like some serious damage like I did there with the combo into the throw. So, final level, Death Adder's Castle. See that attack? That's the one you can't afford to take because it really doesn't. Now here you see. Nice. Right, dragon coming up now. Oh, just about got that. Not by much, mind, but what I should be able to do here is lure this guy out, move, and then he'll kill himself. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nice. That's the other thing with this magic being so disposable. You can get yourself out of some tight spots with it. Only problem that. Oh no. No. Oh, I think I'm alright. It's not ideal, but. Problem with the dragon is now, is if he gets hit, he's going to disappear. Oh, God, I nearly messed up. I wasn't good at all, was it? Right. So what I need to do here is get these done as quick as possible. I need to try and get them so they're kind of... Oh, I didn't do that. This might work. Right, so... Slam my magic on here, and I'll try and kill this fat guy. Ah, that's the problem, you see. Take that. Then that should buy me a bit of time as well with Death Adder at the bottom. Okay, keep moving. One down. Oh, no. Still got him, though. Just about. What I should be able to do. Time in here.
Sit down! 1 credit, ladies and gentlemen. 1 credit as advertised. Look how he lets this king down. She gets down alright. He drops on his head on a pile of old bones. And next to Death Adder's corpse. Gutted. And that, as they say, is that. Look at, he never meant to get on that eagle. Completely lucked out. And here's the ending sequence. Yeah, you'd get off, wouldn't you, really? You see a lot of adverts for other Sega games there. Outta, the name of the ship in Fantasy Zone. Little choplifter machine, bottom left there. And they see the heroes get out. I love how the dwarf gets out last. He did all the work there. Yeah, I'd get gone as well. But I mean, not something you see all the time, these ending sequences. I love how that blue guy's still running off. Bag full of swag. Poor Thunderhead at the back. You will indeed see me next game, Mr. Sega. In this series, 234, so I only use 1 life. No, I didn't use any lives. Yeah, it's a perfect. Holy crap, as if it is. I don't think I've ever got that before. Yeah, because I lost 1 block of energy. I didn't actually lose a life the whole way through. Unbelievable. This has been one of the hardest 1 credit classics I've had to do for a while, but I've really enjoyed it. Everybody who's subscribed and liked the channel and done everything else over the past couple of days, it feels like weeks and months, but everybody who's kind of contributed to everything with the channel, I really appreciate. There's a Facebook page now, the link's going to be in the description. It's www.facebook.com/1creditclassics. I'm going away tomorrow and then I'm back on Sunday evening, so I'll still put some content up. There's going to be a few videos uploading, a few bits and pieces, but just wanted to say thanks really to everybody. Like I seem to be really like and it's getting a bit deep now, but in life in general I seem to be really good at like getting good at stuff that I'll never be able to do for a living. And it's really kind of it kind of gets me a little bit, but doing stuff like this like legitimately makes me happy. So thanks very much for watching. There's going to be, like I say, a bit more stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. Really, don't forget to tell people about this and subscribe. And because if I get over 100 subscribers and the channel's open for a month, I can get a custom YouTube channel name. So it'll be youtube.com/channel/1creditclassics. Not when people go, oh, what's your channel called? And I'll go, oh yeah, it's youtube.com/channel/ do you know what I mean, like 200 random letters that you're not going to remember in a million years. So yeah. Thanks very much for being a part of this, and I will see you. Oh yeah, one more thing. Quick shout out as always at the end for everybody who's supported for this, but massive shout out to my lovely wife Vanille once again, being dead understanding of just how much Golden Axe I've been playing the last couple of days, and also making a chili for tea tonight that really was to write home about. So a bit Alan Partridge there, but yeah. So thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.